What have you been watching on TV?
I've been watching so many movies, so I don't even have to press next while knitting. So I watched Fresh, that Sebastian Stan.
I watched Fresh.
What'd you think?
Okay, here's my thing with Fresh. So
Flesh.
no, it's Fresh.
Fresh.
It both make sense.
Yes.
Spoiler
alert.
Spoiler alerts.
If you haven't seen.
First of all, like
Fresh.
don't even see it. Like that's my first.
I wouldn't really worry about these spoiler alerts.
So
you can still watch it.
You can still watch it.
Yeah.
It's Sebastian Stan, and I forget the other girl's name.
She's the girl in Normal People. She's the girl in Normal People.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, she looks really famous, but no one knows her name. She was really good.
Daisy?
I don't know the name.
Edgar Jones?
Can we?
If that's not her name, that was the most specific name I could have given.
You nailed it.
It's Daisy Edgar Jones. Awesome.
Oh, I thought you were just saying Edgar Jones.
No,
like that sounds
no,
like
Daisy Edgar Jones.
That's an insurance
Awesome.
agency. But so I watched it because the ads that were getting shoved into my eyes on every app were so sick and well done. And it's the scene when they're chasing each other around the house, and I didn't know if this is like a rom-com horror or what was going on, but they were using Heads Will Roll as the song, and I was like, this movie looks
fun.
so fun and like kind of scary, but like fun, like exhilarating, scary. It was gnarly and dark and disturbing.
It was gross.
I watched it by myself on accident.
Oh, I watched it with our friend Patrick, and we were just like, what the literal fuck? But basically the way they pitch it to you is the first 30 minutes will have you thinking one way, that it's one story, and then the rest will like completely throw you off. And basically the first 30 minutes you think it's this sweet little rom-com, and then 30 minutes in they're on a date and he drugs her and she wakes up and it turns out he is a cannibal and he's holding her hostage to cut off her limbs slowly one by one, eat them, and also sell them to other people to eat.
Well, he's not. I mean, he is a cannibal.
Yeah,
but that's not like that was not his MO.
Are you thinking more sociopath, psychopath killer who sells meat as well as eats it?
I think he probably wouldn't have eaten it ever unless he found, like, I forget how he found out.
There's a community of people who eat people, like an elite community.
Right.
And he was inducted into it somehow.
I don't think, I think his MO was, like, his agenda was to sell it to make money. But I don't think it was because he was a cannibal at first. I think he ended up being like...
Well, remember he was talking about how when he first tasted it, it was like... And then he went on and on about the taste.
Holy. I mean, I see a lot of myself in Daisy Edgar Jones.
Okay.
Because if I was in that situation, guess what? Stockholm Syndrome, but opposite of it.
So you mean you actually would have been in love with him?
No. Opposite of Stockholm Syndrome. I wouldn't have been.
You would have faked being in love with him like she did and then escaped. So here's where I counter you. And here's why. These movies are gaslighting me. These movies where they cast Sebastian Stan and Zac Efron as these psychopaths and expect me not to want to spend the rest of my life with them and tell me I'm insane for being in love with a psychopath when you're casting Zac and Sebastian Stan.
Well, Sebastian Stan is giving you an epidural and cutting off your ass cheeks.
But he wouldn't have once she pretended to be in love with him so she could escape. He fell in love with her back. And then she was able to escape because she kind of gotten him in a vulnerable position. I say you went one step too far. Once he's in love with you, let the story end there. Live happily ever after. And people are gaslighting me for feeling that way, for saying I'm insane.
I'm gaslighting
You're casting Sebastian Stan as a psychopath. What do you expect me?
I'll gaslight you.
Sure. I welcome it.
He's eating your ass cheeks.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
But he stopped.
Why isn't it possible?
It's just not.
Why not, you stupid bastard?
The one thing in my head, like after he cut off her butt, I was like, what would that look like in jeans?
And she looked fine.
She looked totally fine.
She looked like nothing was wrong.
Those kind of movies where like the person is fully justifying like an act of evil. I'm like, that's the freakiest part to me. He's like, hey, like,
it's gonna be okay. Like, this is your life now. Like, just get used to it and just relax and enjoy.
And I'm like, whoa. Wait, hang on. So the part in the magazine where she opens the magazine and said, if he gave you this magazine, it means he likes you. Like, keep going.
Right.
Was that his wife? his current wife?
I don't think so, because I think she was also like completely, fully psychotic. No redeeming qualities of like writing, like you have a shot, keep trying. I think it was probably someone else that was kept in that room. And I think if you were in that room, you were special.
No, it's the magazines. If he's giving you entertainment, that
Yeah.
he likes you.
He really, really likes me. Wow, what a day! What a day! What a fabulous day!
I think it was the wife that went full-blown Stockholm syndrome because she has kids and stuff.
Yeah.
But when you see that her leg is cut off,
Right.
I think he cut off her leg,
Oh,
fell in love with her,
For
and
sure.
then moved her
For
out.
sure. I just think like she was too much of a psychopath as well to be giving those signals to try to help someone else. But anyway, I just feel like I'm being completely gaslit by those. Stop casting hot guys as psychopaths and expecting me not to want to stay with them.
You would be Ted Bundy's easiest prey.
Yeah, if he was Zac Efron, which he was.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, come on, guys.
Well, I'm sure there's.
Give me a break. At the end of that Ted Bundy movie, he didn't do it. He had me fully convinced. Am I going to get canceled for that?
No, I don't think you'll get canceled, but I think that we're opening up a can of worms for some DMs to be slid into.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, I'm just saying it's not my fault. Stop casting Zac Efron as a serial killer and asking me to see that he's insane, because I won't be able. Oh, yeah. See? But I also am looking at real Ted Bundy.
We've now
in this
pulled up
image.
an image
Uh-huh.
of Ted Bundy and Zac Efron, and
It's like, come on.
no, but anyways, I mean, whatever. I'd watch the movie, don't watch the movie. I don't mind.
I would watch it like with friends to kind of be like, haha, this is gross and insane, but it's not like something that
I think
is a good movie.
I think the point of the whole thing was like there are people that are charismatic and attractive.
Yeah, that's the whole
and
Ted
that's-
Bundy thing.
Well, that's the whole thing.
That's the whole thing.
So they
And
do
they-
need
yeah.
to gaslight you to watch the show. If
Oh,
they put
good point,
some
Connor. Good point.
some fugly
Yeah,
nobody
good
as that
point.
role, you'd be like, how would that
I
ever?
guess what I'm just saying is I'm their easiest victim.
It has.
I'm literally going on YouTube.com for tons of people to know that I am the
Well,
easiest victim
okay.
of any psychopath that wants me.
God forbid.
And
but
still, no one's gonna bark up this tree.
Logan's probably gonna tune into this episode, and you'll be set for life.
Yeah.
But
Praying.
those like TikToks where those girls are like, I met this guy and he's flying me out, and I've like
You're a swindler.
I met him like 2 weeks ago. No, there's like actual TikToks
Yeah.
and like hopefully this works out. I'm like, God damn, Ted Bundy would have had like a heyday with like TikTok. You know what I mean?
Oh, good point.
Like a couple.
Thank God he wasn't around although we probably would have caught him quicker. We, as in me, doing my part to catch Ted Bundy. But
Hopefully, like you not showing up to set next week and me being like, "Where's Brooke?"